It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Allen going to look to throw on the first play.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
To throw again on second down. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. This one caught by Crowder. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. Allen to throw once more. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Allen. Quick slant to Crowder. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now Allen again. Dancing to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. even more impressive that they got it done, and on the opening drive of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. This offense has converted 2 3rd downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Allen now looks to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And some room to work. The 20. Touchdown. James Cook, 47 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. This is intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Going deep for Diggs. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen finding Knox there, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And an incomplete pass. pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Quick slant to Watson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
A final shot before half for Allen. Being chased, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rodgers now on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. Rodgers again now. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Cobb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
He'll dump this off to Cook. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Allen now on 1st down. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Bass on for the extra point.
And that makes it a 9-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers.
Finds Lazard quickly on the slant.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers.
And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, but he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Throwing is Rodgers. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Rodgers to throw. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. To throw is Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the credit
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. Now it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 56 yards. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Allen.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey running up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 41, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. After 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So problems. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. A quick throw here out to Cobb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Now Rodgers. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Allen going to throw. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. Here's Rodgers to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And again, it's Rodgers. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 1st down, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Here's Allen to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the